All right, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, this Thursday night's edition of Southern Woods and Waters, and man, and that's the only time I'm going to say it, because it is woman night. It is ladies' night in tonight. I tell you what, I want to thank Johnny Coleman. He's the one that gave me this idea. He said, Hugh, you know, maybe you need to get a bunch of girls on there every now and then. So guess what, Johnny Coleman? This is the night. This is the ladies' night in night. And let's wind out and introduce our guest to you tonight. We have with me tonight, we have the one and only Joy McNaughton, huntress and fisher lady. I'm not saying M-A-N anymore. This is not a night for that.
No.
And right beside her, we have Rhonda Dillon. Rhonda is the treasurer with Music City Bass Anglers. You're also a fisher lady. You do very well, by the way.
Yeah.
And then right beside Rhonda is another one, and I've known her since she's a little bitty thing. This is Lauren Prosser-Crecelius.
You got it right.
See, I'm doing it. And she just recently, and we're talking about a year ago, actually, this month. Well, May
Yes.
May 2nd and 3rd, a year ago, you won the old Hickory Ladies Bass Anglers
I did.
tournament.
Yes.
And beat Pamela Martin Wells, too.
By a few, I think it was a couple pounds,
Yes, 2
but
pounds,
not much.
a little over 2 pounds. It was a little over 2 pounds.
Shoot,
but-
ounces count.
Yeah.
and I'm telling you, that's a big to do, because Pamela Martin Wells, as everybody knows, she went on to be invited to the Bassmasters Classic.
Exactly. She's
And
very good.
first lady to ever be asked to do that. And so she is very good. She's a very good rival in the ladies circuit, and you whooped her.
It was a great few days fishing, so we all had a great time. So.
Well, it's your home lake.
Exactly.
You should have a little bit of advantage, you know, a little bit. But I think they'd only measure that in ounces, not pounds.
Yeah.
So you did it good. She did real well. And we're going to talk to her about her strategy, and we're going to talk to Rhonda about her strategy. She's now you have to work all week.
I do.
And Jim gets to play all week.
He does.
Now he's retired from the
He is.
military, and
He
we
is.
want to give him a big shout out.
Yes.
Jim Dillon. I always give Jim a big shout out because he served our country well
did.
He did.
for many years and retired,
he
and we are
deserves it.
thankful to him for that. Thankful to all our soldiers and
Yes.
military personnel out there. But Jim, we happen to know.
Yes.
So we get to see him every 2 weeks at least. I do. So he gets to play a little bit, but Rhonda, you do very well in your own right. Treasurer of a huge bass fishing club is a lot of responsibility.
It is a lot of responsibility.
I mean,
For years.
there's nothing like if you mess up and tell 85 bass angler dudes,
Guys.
Oops.
oops, I wrote the check for the wrong amount.
No, can't do that.
You can't do that.
Yeah, and you never have, so.
I'm afraid a bunch of
Knock on wood.
DD-22s will come at your way.
Really.
But then we got
But-
Joy. We've been married 18 years, been together 20. We've hunted and fished and skinned, and you broke my finger falling out of a tree. We've been through it all. We've been through the gambit. And I just want ladies out there to know that this is not just a guy thing.
No.
No.
So start it off, Joy. I want you to start off this time talking about, now your passion, you're both a hunter and a fisher lady.
Yeah, I would hate to have to pick which one I like best, Hugh, really. I mean, it would be hard for me to say, I like this better, I like that better, because I like it all. And I'm worse than you are, because when we go, it's like,
She doesn't
well,
ever want to come home.
no,
No.
can we just stay, look, we'll call in, of course, you and I work together in our regular lives, and then we fish together and hunt together.
But it's usually on Tuesday morning you go, hey, you need to hurry up. And I'm like, we didn't get here till a few minutes ago.
I know, I'm terrible. I'm terrible.
But I also want to say, and let's try to help everybody. Your father and mother hunted and fished.
Yeah, we camped. I was raised
And
right
your
here in
3
Donaldson.
brothers.
Right.
So give us a little
That's
bit
only
of
girl.
background. I mean, it kind of helps, doesn't
It
it?
does. And our friends, I don't know if y'all have friends or not that are guys that love to fish and all, and then they go pick somebody to marry that doesn't even like
Well, it's-
outside, and oh, it's a bug. You know, I don't like bugs, but you know, you have to kind of pick somebody that does what you do, thank goodness, or someone that's willing to work with you to do it. And I know you
agree.
and Jim fish with us, and
We do.
we have a ball, and the guys are wonderful at Music City Bass. They treat
are.
Rhonda and I both just like,
One of the guys.
One of the guys.
Well,
That's right. I mean,
I hope not.
a little bit more respect.
Yeah, they do. No, they're
a little
good.
bit more
They're
respect
good.
than
They're
that.
always encouraging.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Very encouraging.
Yeah.
They're always anything that they can
Helpful.
do to help.
Yep.
You know, it's when you're. I've only been doing this for Jim and I've been married for 8 years, so I've only been doing this a short time, and I've tried to learn and from him and from other people as well, because my technique is not like everybody else's technique. I don't. She may have stronger wrists, but
I don't
I
either.
don't have strong wrists, so
either.
I can't do what some of the guys do.
Right.
So I have to create my own way of doing it.
Right.
And it took a couple of years, 3 years, and he didn't kick me out of the boat, thank goodness.
Well, I
But
want to ask you another question. Did you get frustrated though? Did you get
I would
frustrated?
cry. I would sit down and cry. I was so mad at myself because I couldn't do what I wanted to do, and I
That's
was
what
thinking,
Hugh does all the time.
I do. I'll be your net man anytime, but yeah, I've been it a bunch.
it's very frustrating because
It
I
is.
never played sports.
But what would you tell ladies out there in case, you know, they're hearing this and they go, well, I don't want to cry about it and everything, but you get through it.
I got frustrated because I felt like I could do better. I have never walked away from a challenge, and I'm like Joy. I like being outdoors.
You have a competitive spirit.
But I'm from East Tennessee in the mountains, so my raising is different
Yeah,
because
well,
I'm a
Is
mountain
that why
girl.
one leg shorter than the other?
Yes, that's why one leg's shorter than the other. Walked on the
He had to
hill.
go
That's
there,
right.
didn't
Well, but
So-
that's, I mean, what I'm trying to get at is ladies that are watching the show,
And
say they
guys.
don't, well, guys too, but I'm talking about the ladies tonight. This is ladies' night. Would you encourage them just to get through it and walk the walk through it? The frustration and but just try
But
to
you have
find your
to.
own little niche.
You have to find your own little niche, but you also have to be, number one, you have to be an outdoors person.
Right.
You have to be able to get up at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Right.
You have to leave the house throwing a visor or a hat on and let's go.
Right.
You don't have time to primp. You don't
Rain,
have time
snow.
to rain, snow, doesn't make any difference.
Heat.
I've learned from my mistakes. I nearly froze to death on one of the tournaments. Had to get one of our friends to drive over to a dock and pick me up because I was not prepared. And I said then, that will never happen again.
Okay.
And it didn't, and it hasn't.
I've borrowed
right.
clothes from
Lauren, what about you, girl? Because now your dad, I know your dad. So, and when he and I used to shoot archery all the time, we'd be out there in the backyard. You'd be running around doing something with us.
Exactly. I was always hanging in there.
It's always been in your blood, kind of. But tell us, how did that get to fruition to where you go and win a tournament, a major tournament?
So, thankfully I met my husband. We share the same passion, so that kind of helped carry things along. We both are very competitive, so we enjoy.
And we're talking about Kyle.
Kyle, yes.
Yeah, okay.
So we both enjoy. For us, it's almost a competition between each other and the boat to see.
I wouldn't know anything about that.
to see who can catch the most fish. And some days, it's team effort. So, but we enjoy it, and now we don't fish together as much because we have 2 little ones, but just enjoying being out in the waters and getting to meet new people. So it's just all about what you're into, and meeting the new people.
And by the way,
also
you
hunt.
just got a new addition to the
I do.
family.
I
Now,
have-
how old is this one?
She's 11 weeks old today.
See,
so-
that's it. And I held off, everybody. I really held off a little while because
Yeah.
I tried to contact you last year.
Exactly.
And
After
I said, right after she won, I tried to get a hold of her, and I kind of saw some Facebook pictures and saw that she accidentally swallowed a watermelon seed, and so I knew I better wait. But I tell you what, we got to take our first break. When we come back, we're going to have our pictures of the week, and then we're going to talk to these girls some more about what motivates them to get out there at 3 o'clock in the morning and stay all day. Hurry back to more Southern Woods and Water.